blessed souls you was glad as a parent that your daughter was chosen to carry learn, for he was a lattice man and a firm teacher. The spirit that was in him guided your families throughout all your fears and worries. 84 He was the light that your son was jealous of and became more aware of the responsibilities around the house. 85 As he entered your dwellings you were blessed with the many things that you had wanted for years. 86 He was that speck hail hope and joy, the light, known to the world as dash the spark. 87 88 As he began to teach those things that made you glad to be alive you began to take the light that was shining from him and thought it to be your own. 89 Each day he would warn you of the time that he would have to go away. 90 You did not want to listen, all that was in your mind was the selfish attributes that was learned by those who wanted your soul. 91 When he left you began to diss your very soul, claiming that he, the light of the world, left for some foolish game of chance. 92 As time went on, and the light of hope that you were getting comfortable left, you started to curse your daughters, not you knowing that your daughters gave birth to is the key to you and your family returning to greatness. 93 Those children that was left to your care were left with you, so you could earn your way back to the bosom of my Father. 94 Now as I unveil the cover off of the many mysteries that plage you mind today, take good care of all those children that were born since my arrival, for they are the keys to bring you out of the darkness that has prevailed. Sign an arrival to the shores of the United States of America. 95 The children that is in you household are your answers to all the problems of this world. Protect them and they will gild you into your greatness. 96 For they will never be tricked by those who have tricked you. 97 98 As they grow in size and strength you will not only see yourself in them but you will see the oneness of God in them. 99 Use them but don't you dare abuse them. As you continue to take care of them make sure that you learn the many answers to life's puzzle that they will put together for you. 100. We are one in many degrees. 101. The real good news. 102. This is not the gospel. The ghosts spell OORANNT any lengths writing to appease and give honor to those who oppress the children of Elohim. 103. As stated I could have started my writings at any point in time on earth. 104. I have decided to end this illusion and stop all confusion in the world. 105. Who am I? 106. Skate Master Spark. 107. What I have done is light like no other. 108. You are welcome to sit back, read to your mind from the divine mind of an Elohim. 109. Many have read books of our appearance on this planet Earth. 110. But this is a rare opportunity to get up close and personal to a reality that many will never see. 111. Yes, I am better Tani moving. 112. I am the reason the sun shines on earth. 113. For in my soul's lies the answers to this small, weak and troubled world. 114. I have been rejected of the so-called learned and those who are in control of your emotions. 115. I have SAT with senators, mayors, and ambassadors, foreign delegates, doctors, lawyers, professors, and your learned. 116. With all the information within this small book you can unravel many of the lost knowledge in America. 117. Let it be known that much knowledge that is taught in America was either stolen or made up to prevent you from hearing what is called the truth. 118. I am the answers to the problems of this world. 119. When living in America can be said to have all the luxuries of life. 120. Today living in America is still not the full capacity of our optimum level. 121. The lifestyle that you live is a lot. 122. You have been given a false representation of what is real. 123. You have been stripped of your proper place in this world. 124. As American you are living in a world of illusion and most of all sin. 125. Your every action goes against God the Father, good the Son, and the teach of the Holy Ghost. 126. You have been fooled into thinking you are 127. Chapter 1 128. Body parts you're a sexual breeder. 129. Human machinery and the country needs 130. Free sex and new life starts. 131. Brand new people body parts. 132. Sexual television plain parenthood not new. 133. High school sex and grade school to 134. It's a natural reaction to procreate. 135. information funneled through your mind. 140. Radio and many magazines. 141. Daycare, school and teachers. Phony dreams. 142. You're a body part, the new working force. 143. I'm talking about you, yes you of course. 144. Stage set, now you're working against the original plan. 145. From a king brought down less than a man. 146. You're just a body part working 9 to 5. 147.6 days a week and plenty overtime. 148. Rotate the stock. 149. Half in jail doing a government bid. 150. From a 30-day stretch to a new life within. 151. On the go back living in the dark. 152. Locked down and separated body parts. 153. Spare a kidney. GE. 154. Gallbladder or a heart. 155. As you're trapped in the city for your body parts. 156. The clouding factor found in your blood. 157. They need another pipe. Do you know who from? 158. The sperm bank is empty, no more in store. 159. Free sex so our children can give them some more. 160. The city is a junkyard just as plain. 161. With body parts for the rich man. 162. Another payday, everybody standing in line. 163. Worship of dead presidents. 92. 164. Nurses, doctors, and ambulance workers. 165. Getting paid to see your child come through. 166. Teachers, preachers, and newscasters. 167. Spreading false facts, casting theater spell on you. 168. Theater, phony tribal leaders in politics. 169. Lying to our people, ever chance that they get. 170. To detain and derange your precious mind. 171. While Hollywood fills you up with lust, sin, and crime. 172. Body parts, it is time to come alive. 173. And get with you, family of the other side. 174. Some people got eyes but theater mind cannot see. 175. Ears and they try not to hear me. 176. Always talking loud with nothing to say. 177. Living without a reason every day. 178. With a better understanding and all the reasons why. 179. We're not just a family, we're the I am tribe. 180. Alive with the facts, so come join the fun. 181. One purpose, no color, so come join the fun. 182. Intellectual state of mind in every song. 183. With the spirit of truth and ease to carry on. 184. Never stumble in the darkness, always use the light. 185. And cut of all those people that are just not right. 186. Theater will be no more mixing of our royal seed. 187. It's time to live in truth and righteous harmony. 188. No more living other people's lies. 189. I am is here to bring you back alive. 190. You got false religions and the word is a scam. 191. Corruption and scandal of the devil's plan. 192. Every minute of your life since the beginning of time. 193. They try to keep you from the truth and destroy your prestigious mind. 194. Ministers, preachers spreading spooky lies. 195. Gurus overseas spreading international crime. 196. Theater is no future in faking and now you know. 197. What you gonna do where you're gonna go. 198. Some people got eyes but their mind can't see. 199. Ears and they try theater best not to hear me. 200. Always talking loud with nothing to say. 201. Living without a reason ever days. 202. Chapter 2. 203. Next to come the exciting writings of Skate Master Spark. 204. Have you ever wonder about these issues? 205. Will read and hear for yourself. 206. Self-knowledge. 207. The truth is in the air. 208. The truth is now in your reach. 209. Read on and enjoy this life. 210. Table of contents. 211. Rejoice and be exceedingly glad. 212. Street corner conversation. 213. Up. Grade 214. Putting women in theater place. 215. 216. Taking charge. 217. Pour white trash. 218. Are you still eating swine? 219. Women who wear tight pants. 220. Black and white politicians they lie. 221. Pages of relief. 222. Unity. 223. Soul travelers. 224. Chapter 4. 225. I would like to congratulate those original people who still realize that theater is still a struggle going on in the United States of America. 226. The struggle that I am speaking about is the struggle of black supreme dignity, truthful knowledge of our past and a secure plan for our future, health issues, proper clothing, growing healthy foods, the ownership of land, cattle, and livestock. 227. To learn and be involved in the proper knowledge of the monetary system, understanding the proper knowledge of the stock exchange, tribal representation in government and the forming of large corporations. 228. We are still concerned with creating the proper representation for our nation. As we a nation of slaves in this country, the United States of America, we are that chosen original that prophecy states we will to rise in the West. 229. This is our time again to elevate to the next level of our true selves. While we are still in this country, we must arm ourselves with the powers noon can take from us, those spiritual powers that I will teach the children and they will teach you. 230. We must at this time us our pull as establish a safe, reliable system for safe passage to land and the liberty that is ours. 231. It is time to have proper representation by way of how many people that are in this country that are from slavery descendancy. 232. It is no longer our wish to have white people in government controlling our people. 233. We need our own representative in Congress. 234. We need our own representatives in the Senate. We need our own governor. 235. We need our own mayor. 236. We need our own police to reckon with the problems we are going through. In United States of America, we need real peace and love. 237. We need our own judges to judge our own people. 238. We need our own land. 239. We need our own language. Our own doctors. 240. We are a nation of people that are still going through the aftershocks of the terrible treatment and abuse of the first slavery in the United States of America. 241. Now we are in the second phase of theater plan of slavery, the new slavery of the year 2000s, 2000s. 242. We were never let free. 243. If we were free, where is our president? 244. If we were free, where is our land? 245. Where is our money? 246. Why are we going through so much horror? 247. We do not need this, we need to break our way through these monsters that 248. Have not cared for us. 249. We are the owners of the entire planet. 250. We will not let them hold us back any longer. 251. While the world is but a minute away, we have to do what is right. 252. For our children. 253. Stand up and ask you leaders what happened when we were free. 254. Where is our representation as a people? If they are honest, they will tell you that we are not free. 255. You live in a police state when we are in the city. 256. If you move to the country, and you are in a town, you may have a sheriff and a deputy that keeps you in their grips. 257. Theater are main names that are given to the private sector of this country to keep us in theater grips. 258. Jesse Jackson is a black man, so why didn't he run for president of the original black people? 259. Religion had him fooled about our liberation. Salvation is for those who are now suffering, not those who thought they were suffering before. 260. Jesse Jackson ran to be president of the new slave owners. 261. If he knew that we were in bondage slavery. 262. Why didn't he say something? 263. My sisters and brothers, no one knows that we are in this 264. New slavery system but the elite of the world. 265. Realizing that we have been tricked into your new form of slavery. 266. We now want to be paid in full for our 400 years of forced labor. 267. We want you to tell the world of your sickness and admit yourself for treatment of all the diseases that you have acquired for your negative life. 268. All 11 tribes of the cursed house of Canaan should live together. 269. We as original people were tricked into coming together with these sick people. Integration. 270. We do not need to be around these sick people for theater diseases is so often they call it kamam. 271. If they do not comply with the demands that I skate master spark relay to you by way of the pen and the intellect, they will face destruction. 272. I will just think of many disasters and they will appear before your eyes. 273. Disaster that will come to you, your land, your children, and theater children. 274. For we I am he that represents God. 275. Here on earth to pay your people back for all of your misdeeds. 276. Here to teach the black supreme nation to rise up and to go within themselves and use the power that no one can ever take chosen people. God's love 277. 278. I am no longer going to sit by while you and your children tighten the rope of ignorance around my people neck. 279. As this present government present programs of destruction in your public schools. 280. For the power of God will tear down all that you have put up and put up things that you will never tear down. 281. You have already seen the power that I have. Your weatherman and stargazers are horrified. For I have come for the big payback. 282. Happy thoughts bring happy positive reactions. 283. Right about now I am not happy about the treatment of the people I represent. 284. For every action that you have taken against the chosen. 285. You and your offspring will now have to pay. 286. We only have respect for those who have respect for us. 287. There is no turning back. 288. Skate Master Spark I9 Gabriel 19. 289. Captor 3290. ER291. ERIS the code word of the devil. 292. ERIS the code word of the devil. 293. ER, or all are the code word of the devil the United States worship. 294. This devil is represented by the fire. 295. Fire is a destructive force of the face of the earth. 296. It said that the world will be destroyed by fire. 297. This fire is not going to burn up the entire planet Earth. 298. This fire is the God that this country worships. 299. The name of this Ryra or devil god has different spellings but the vibrations of the sound is the same. 300. The sounds are from the letters ER, URIR, or AR. All are the same. 301. Through the English language, many of the chosen have been tricked into thinking in the wrong direction. 302. In the English language many words were scribed or created to put you under theater spell. 303. In your early school years you were placed under theater programs of mental enslavement. 304. The way one of the methods was done to you was your spelling words. 305. As a child you were put under a spell. 306. Each time you were introduced to a new vocabulary word you were taken under theater spell. 307. Each time you were introduced to a new word in American schools of learning your mind was put further the raises each time you were introduced to new words in the learning system of the United States you were ongoingly put further and further under a theater spell of ignorance. 308. Not only were you put further into theater spell of ignoring you great culture but you were also praising theater god of fire. 309. This god of fire is called UR. AR or IR. ER. Spelled frontwards or backwards gives praise to theater god of fire and destruction. 310. This pronunciation of the word UR is written in many of theater words of communicating. 311. As you speak these words you are giving honor and praise to theater god of fire. 312. Authority, R, or, teacher, reactor, mentor, mayor, governor, president, writer, compare, computer, director, ours, yours, art, before. 313. Learn the art of seduction. 314. Learn to become the goddess of God's elite. 315. Teasing and pleasing your man. WTH the original flavor that makes all of you. 316. Start using thoughts of your pleasure in these times of troubles. 317. Learn how to be in tune with the players and play yet become a member of the winning team. 318. Come to Samaria Enterprises and learn how to maintain your original flavor on this side of the world. 319. Samaria Enterprise is those answers to all your problems. 320. Learn the knowledge that will give you the pleasure to live and enjoy your life on earth. 321. Samaria Enterprise teaching a brighter way to live in the light of truth and righteousness. 322. Brownsville, Bedford-Stuyvesant, Bushwick, East New York and all the projects of Brooklyn. This is your chance to learn and earn your righteous part in this life that we live. 323. Brooklyn do or die is your time to get live. Don't run away from yourself. 324. Learn from the best. Learn from Samaria's Enterprise. 325. With her eye to the heavens she is traveling on earth to bring truth, fun, and mental security to exercises in your daily lives? 327. If you are interested in joining the best flavor of players and play yet give Samaria Enterprise a call. 328. For she is better than the best, the grand goddess of the earth. 329. Reflecting the light of the moon to the earth goddesses of the planet Earth. 330. She is your personal guild to be truthful and joyful while you are in the planet Earth. 331. FO more opportunities of learning and earning your righteous position and birthright. Call today for your personal interview. 332. The Lady of Choice Samaria Enterprise. 333. Chapter 4334. As our brave original people went for the freedom that they thought was in America, they did not know that America was planning to get them in the cities to rule theater lives. 335. As the President Lincoln was his name, knew that the strength of the original black man was needed to fight for the protection of the states of mind that had a new type of slavery on theater minds. 336. As the original people came from the masters of the South into the newly type of government called democracy. 337. Democracy was a experimental live STLE that was put into action by the 13 original states. 338. The original black people had been used to fight the battle of theater civil issues. 339. Today the North and South of America both share the same bayways about hating the original people. 340. After years of owning human cargo, it is now difficult for them to see what is real. 341. Through the supernatural powers that destroy theater lives, cattle, and land, they are now being punished by the power of the original people's God. 342. Most people cannot see the lifestyle that is taught you and the media. 343. Through the propaganda of Hollywood, the writers have painted a picture of what slavery was like in America. 344. For all the original people that lived it, we realize that slavery is not over. 345. Many billions of dollars and man-hours are spent in fooling the world of the original black man and his women's purpose. 346. Chapter 6. 347. Living in the city can be compared to a zoo. 348. You may say, why do I say that? 349. It's because of the cement on the ground and the way people in the city are forced to eat out of cans, plastic and glass. We in the city are unable to grow our own food for two reasons. One, we do not own any land, and two, the land that we do live on is covered with tar and cement. 350. As we learn the science of this planet Earth, we find out that dirt is a necessary tool for the continued survival on the planet. The dirt that is here to give use the mandatory 351. Food for our millions of our body is covered up. SOWE cannot be self-sufficient. In this country that is called the United States of America, we are locked up in city to work and be servants to the slave masters' children. In these cities, many people are locked up in huge buildings, stacked up like animals in the zoo. These people, who number 10-19 million easy, are stacked up like the animals of the Bronx Zoo. Those citizens that pass the test of the ruling class are placed into the workforce and are considered overseers. These few overseers are caretakers of the rest of the population. They go through 12 years of miseducation and brainwashing. This is the start of no return. When the student that has completed 12 years of study, he or she is awarded with a certificate and is considered a diplomat. 352. The name of the certificate is called Diploma. 353. Chapter 7. 354. Topic: Continuation of the struggle. 355. Authority. RAWS Part 356. This is a series of letters to my sons and daughters of this new slavery movement. 357. This letter is written to show you, both male and female, that there is a difference between the both sexes. 358. You brothers must always keep in mind that the movement of unisex and women right is a business. 359. A business that was created out of lies and the misinterpretation of what is real. 360. This business of unisex was implemented into your everyday life to take away your authority as rulers on earth. 361. As each year this country main adjective is to make the black original men think that you are like a women. 362. You are reminded to strive each day, and to take control of your responsibilities as rulers of the planet Earth. 363. Never forget that in the mind that most black women are in, she will always try to take your place. 364. The reason is that since your arrival as human cargo, This country has turned the reality of life backwards. 365. Today, society have given the black women the authority to rule over you by holding you black original back. 366. Through miseducation and many tricks that are demonstrated each day, you brothers are fighting a battle against the whole planet. 367. The power of attraction that has been taught to the black women who is worldly will turn you into a weak and helpless beast. 368. If you as overseers of the planet do not study the knowledge that has been left by our great leaders. 369. You must regain to instill your rightful place as caretakers of the planet. 370. Do not let any women, black, white, Chinese, or any one of them trade places with your birthright. 371. Those who are not submissive to the teaching of our greatness will seduce you into the many acts of shame. 372. Remember, knowledge of self is the key to untangle the web of lies that you will find out in your travels. 373. Today many black women is the first line of defense for this country new slavery system. 374. Today many black women in theater ignorance of our proper cultural lifestyle has given the sick white man our wealth in the form of time and theater concern. 375. For 400 years we have been waiting for these teaching to turn over the thoughts of our oppressors. 376. Today as many black women continue to advance in a society that keeps us as a people chosen by God in pain. 377. She disregarded the truth of her existence on the planet Earth. 378. Many black women has stepped up the plans of unisex, thinking that she would eventually take over the whole world. 379. With the laws of unisex, you as brothers will lose your rights as caretakers of the planet Earth. 380. Women hides herself in the different races of color, pretending that they are different. 381. You were told not to have sexual contact with the cursed seed of the house of Canaan, the white people. 382. I am falling for the teaching of the politicians' tricks, such as racial harmony, desegregation, integration. You black brother have lost your mind in being defiant. 383. Many black brothers are now locked up in the many institutions. 384. Many are theater for the greed of the material world. 385. Many are theater because of the tricks of the women. 386. Many are theater as playing a part of the struggle. 387. These jail and detentions are traps that were set up to continue the slavery in America and to erase your drive in the struggle. 388. Many of you are doing time and mental institutions because of the mental strain a black women can create. 389. As you may have had a black woman that was always looking for the finer things in life. 390. Brothers and good sisters, never forget those brothers and those sisters that are dedicated to the struggle for truth and freedom. 391. Treat them with the respect that they deserve. 392. What you put in is what you will get out. 393. Each brother and sister has to carry theater weight in doing positive deeds for the future of our children. 394. Never forget those who have been fooled into thinking that they have the answers to your soul. 395. Those who are locked up must be informed of the many ways of learning theater cultural degrees of self